I'm sorry that this review is so late, everybody. You all probably know what transpired this last weekend, so I'm sorry. I'm still trying to catch up to everything, and everything should be settled by this weekend. I should be caught up to everything. So anyways, after this episode, and after thinking about it and being away from Baby Steps longer than I should have, I think I've came to the conclusion that I have been thinking about for quite a long time about this series. I personally believe that Baby Steps, honestly, my personal opinion, is my favorite sports anime I've currently watched, because the way the build-up is, the way I've seen the build-up in these past episodes, and the way the realistic character development, I've covered it so many times, and getting to see how the atmosphere is betrayed, the tactics that are betrayed, how Achan develops. I mean, I really can say this officially now after watching this episode and after watching multiple episodes and just, thinking about this hard enough. I personally think I've had more enjoyment out of Baby Steps than any other sports anime in terms of just overall development, because that's just how good this has been. And personally, this episode shows that once again. The episode basically was a slice-of-life episode. It took a complete detour away from what the regular stuff we see in Baby Steps. For instance, usually in Baby Steps we see some build-up, some tension, and we get to see a match at tennis or a practice match or something like that. But this episode was specifically on slice-of-life and getting Achan's parents to accept him for wanting to go pro. Now, in this episode, I really was proud of Achan as a character. I was proud of his character and the decision he decided to make in this episode. For instance, he stood up to his parents. He's like, hey, listen, I want to do this with my life. I want to do this. I want to set this condition. If I do not so-and-so do this goal in about a year, I will do what you want me to do. I will study completely. And that right there is really relatable. I relate to Achan as a character with that. That is really amazing. I love how his character was shown in this episode. It really gets you those emotional feels. It really does, because I know there's been different people in life that probably have had these similar situations to where you want someone like your parents or someone to accept you for what you want to do, but you can't get their, acknowledgement. For instance, they won't acknowledge you for what you want to do, and to see this, how Achan still stood up, really made me happy. And that's what really made me say that I love this series so freaking much, because no matter how much I see it, I am always excited every single week Baby Steps comes out. Honestly, it's definitely not the best when it comes to terms of excitement and everything going on all over the place like the previous Haikyuu episode, like holy shit. But in the terms of quality, when it comes to characters and stuff, I just love it. This is my type of series. It really is. And it's hard to believe I would think that this is better than Yowamushi Pedal or Haikyuu. It's really hard to believe. And it's shocking, honestly. But, I think you would all respect my honesty if you want me to be honest. I personally like Baby Steps. Now, the episode, it had positive progression, and really, I love the pace of the episode. As every individual episode of Baby Steps, I've enjoyed the pacing. I love how they make it really slow, but at the exact same time, there is a lot going down. Achan, in this episode, right at the end, he pretty much comes to the conclusion he's about to go and face off against his first pro player. For instance, he's about to have a practice match with Sochan in this episode. Right at the end, they go into those classical Baby Step freaking cliffhangers, and you see that next episode's going to be this practice match. So, Achan's going to get his first taste of a pro player, someone that's stronger than Takuma. That is a very scary thing if you think about it for a second, and at the exact same time, I wonder what Achan is going to learn from this match, because, he's learned so many things from all these different matches he's had in this series. I wonder what he's going to learn in this practice pro match. That's the big question I have right now. Now, overall, the episode was enjoyable. I really was entertained majority of this entire episode. I really didn't lose focus, and the episode felt like it was only 7 minutes long, and that's a good thing. When an episode feels shorter than 20 minutes, you definitely have a good episode on your hands, because that means you were entertained, you were sucked into the series, and you really enjoyed what you're watching. And so, personally, everybody, tell me your thoughts about this episode of Baby Steps. What was your favorite moment, and do you have the same opinion as me? Is Baby Steps worthy of the praise I'm giving it? Is it worthy of being one of the best sports anime I have currently seen? Out of Haikyuu, Yowamushi Pedal, Ping Pong, and this, is it currently the best one out of all four of those? Please let me know your honest opinions in the comments below. I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe, and Chibi out.